And welcome back. We are officially back for the final decider map between PACT and TeamUnique. It is on Overpass. Knife round's underway, so we can go ahead and just jump straight into this server and get the action on its way. Like the train that blocks all the utility on Overpass. Valve, please fix.
Are you on that bandwagon to get the train removed too?
I like the train. I just don't like the fact that it blocks utility. That's
Yeah.
Just raise the train, brothers. Just raise it a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Or just make it a passable object potentially. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be weirder of the alternatives, I think. Anyways,
I don't know.
knife
Not a game
round
dev.
is successful for TeamUnique, and they're going to be going on the CT side. Of course, this map is still pretty traditionally CT sided, but there are some extreme unique cases where it sometimes is T sided.
I see what you did there.
Oh, yeah, actually wasn't even intentional, to be honest, but yeah.
That was good. I liked it.
Okay, that's fair
Anyway,
enough.
though,
As long as I got a smile out of you,
kept the
I
kid
won.
in the smoke. Yeah, you got a little giggle out of me actually. But Ben's gonna be pushed in, and he's got his head knocked down as Sydney finds two. Now they're gonna go towards B, and it's Robin to counter with two of his own. That is a massive play. And actually, looks like PACT are playing with a sub. Oh no, it's Lunatic. I just had a major
Boggs,
brain malfunction. I just had a big brain malfunction.
Chat, you just witnessed Boggs having a mental breakdown, but it is down to Roka in a 1 versus 2. He does not have any armor, so Glock shots are going to be extremely lethal. Now, mind you, he does have the smoke and a kit, so if he can make it on site, that could be scary. But he is a long way to there. And look, every single shot is just going to be chunking. Now I think they've realized he has no armor. Usually a lot more blood comes out when you get shot with not Kevlar. And I think they know now they're playing a lot more aggressively.
The push is coming in now from Fanat Roka, but he gets taken down by Darko on the Glock. And that will be a successful pistol round for PACT, as they will now go for some AKs and SMGs, whereas Unique are going to go for a bit of a save. They're going to get P250s, but nothing else. Actually, no. Undo is going to stay on the P2000. Robin has a Zeus again, a flash on Pashanage, but other than that, it's been a very minimal investment of $800 across the whole team.
Okay, so they are going for that third round buy. I like it.
I like it as well. And we're going to see only one MAC-10 on PACT, actually, as they've gone for 4 AKs. Their utility is rather lacking. But up against this buy from Unique, it shouldn't matter if they play it properly and don't close the gap against the pistols with their duels long range and take minimal damage. Actually, that's too much damage. Sydney able to turn it into a kill, but he is so low, down to 15 HP. The Sobel gets his smoke out towards heaven. The B hit should be coming in relatively shortly, as the bomb has rotated back towards the monster tunnel. And Sydney is still low, precariously so. If he gets taken down, that's a good job by Unique to take down a full invested player, as Sobel still has the MAC-10. But overall, PACT can't really afford to take too many casualties, if any.
Yeah, I think if any is the right response, honestly. They can't afford a single casualty right here. They need all their AKs up. Morals and who's that? Robin inside of Connected. They're playing like inching at potentially shooting each other, but Robin is just gonna be holding tight with the Zeus. But oh, Morals looked away. Oh no, he looks back. Oh man, this is really awkward. Stop casting strong legs. I might still catch.
Well, you gotta love those times.
Oh, he gets it at the end after all that.
This?
No, I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm literally over it. Goodbye, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Jesus Christ.
All right, well, that is play of the match right there. Zeus kill comes in from Robin off the timing. And that's got to be some tilt factor towards PACT, because we all know how it feels to die to a Zeus. Feels terrible.
Anyways.
Actually, no kits for Unique as well.
Yeah, that's going to come into effect for sure. Definitely. I like the span spot, by the way. It's becoming more and more popular. It's incredibly strong, and if they want to go fast towards water, they get tagged down a little bit. Now, water control does belong to PACT. A control is pretty much mostly forfeited by Unique. No AWP, so they're not looking to contest it early, but they're opting to play up close and personal on the water ramp. Now, if Sobol gets a little peeky, he might find a Robin up close and personal. And up close and personal it is.
Yeah. That odd close range with the one-tap potential pays off there for Robin. And in times past, that very well probably would have gone the way of Sobol 7 times, 8 times out of 10, given the fact that the M4 would probably dink down without the finishing blow. So, definitely a little bonus to using the AUG that goes beyond the scope to the rifle.
I literally cannot think of a single benefit of using an M4 over the AUG, except the fact that it's cheaper.
Yeah, the extra flashbang, that's about it. But it seems that B is going to be the point of contention as PACT are marching their way into Monster, and Undo has a nice free kill from Toxic Barrels. On scope paying dividends now as he finds Sydney as well in the fall-off. He finds Darko, and Morals goes down to Robin. A beautiful play, though, from Undo as he finds 3 from the back of Toxic, burning alive. It doesn't stop him. A first round for Unique, and I believe that one was flawless, Roy.
That was a flawless gun round. These are the worst indicators of a disaster incoming. Now, this is the first gun round, so I'll reserve my opinion for now. But Undo, that was a heroic performance. Nice 3K from him. That was absolutely sick. Now, PACT, mind you, still have some money in the bank left over, so they will be forcing up with 3 AKs at Galil. Yeah, Lunatic has a CZ, but at least he has some utility to compensate for it. But it seems like right now, PACT are looking to overwhelm the B site. All 5 players in this direction. They're ready to explode, Boggs. They're ready to take on that B site action.
Indeed they do. They have the CZ on Lunatic as well, and he will be one of those first players up. But it is Sobel to fall. Robin finds 2, and he has his rotations coming in through Khan. This is ending poorly as Undo finds Morals from the pit. The bomb is down in the open. Undo's actually gonna hope the smoke. He finds a nice one to Lunatic. He's got 1, but Darko falls to Pashanaj. Only 1 casualty for Unique. And they found 2 gun rounds. It's reset time for PACT as they are on the broke bus once again.
And the broke bus is not stopping anytime soon. On top of that as well, Unique is now not only stabilized their economy, but they now have a chance to stabilize it further and potentially get into that double or triple buy territory. And this is really early into the half for that. So, I mean, this is a great turnaround for TeamUnique. Almost 2 flawless back-to-back rounds, 1 casualty in that last round. And they're overall pretty happy with that. Now they're up against pistols, no armor, 3 of which are Glocks. 4 of which are Glocks. Excuse me, math is hard sometimes.
Quick maths, though, you fixed it right, so all's well that ends well. But one thing I'd like to note, though, 8 kills for Robin, 5 for Undo. Pashanaj has 1. Out of the total 14 kills, 13 of them are between Robin and Undo.
Can I tell you a random fact? I don't know if you'll be interested in it, but at one point, Pashanaj... Wait, I'll tell you in a second. This is a fast pace towards the A site. They go 1 for 1. That's not bad, actually. A Glock for an AUG. They'll take that all day, and now they have some high firepower to work with. That's a good turn of events.
Not anymore. Pashanaj takes him down. The Lunatic got a little too overzealous. The AUG closing the gap without armor. A little bit of a risky play, and it does not pay off for him. As now it's just Sydney as he's taken Fen low. So actually, this could lead to another kill. But Robin has the flank as Sydney will walk right into the double door bathrooms, and he will die in the end. Only 1 kill for PACT, but still, a Glock kill against an AUG. I think everyone would take that any day of the week.
For sure. Yeah, 1 casualty, not terrible. But the bomb plant is actually the really successful part here for PACT. They managed to get a bomb plant out of a full Glock round. That's pretty impressive. But yeah, the one fact is that apparently, from what I'm being told, is that Pashanaj at one point had like 6k elo on Face It. That is disgusting. I didn't even know it went that high.
I don't think there's a cap once you hit level 10. Just keeps going up and up and up. I'm pretty sure there's guys in NA with about 4 or 5k. So that 6k mark though, that's insane.
Yeah,
Imagine
I think the highest I've personally
games
seen was like 3,900. That's the highest I've ever seen. I haven't seen anything over 3,900. But yeah, regardless, it is quiet play here for PACT. They're walking into the bathrooms. They're giving no indication that they are here, and they actually could catch Fnatt Roca completely off guard. Maybe even catch him in a rock and a hard place, but let's find out.
Oh, he does fall. He's trying to retreat back towards the A site. But Fen has found 2. Moral's found a trade, though, on the Passionage. But Fen's found a 3rd, a 4th. He's on for the ace, the 1-clip ace, potentially. But he does go down to Sobel now in a 1v2. Would be a 1v3 if he's able to clutch it out. The rotations are coming in, but Sobel is going to push right in. And Undo will take him down. A 4th round for Unique. Got a little more expensive, but that 4-piece from Fen was absolutely master class.
Yeah, you can say that again. And Unique seems to be kind of bouncing off these individual performances too. I wonder if that at some point will come back to bite them though. Because I mean, you can't have heroic rounds every round unless everybody's stepping up, right? But let's see if that unfolds that way. PACT. No bomb plant means limited economy, means pistols and armor, and a little bit of flashbangs, a couple smokes to work with as well. They have some options to try to close distance, but based on how passive Unique is playing, I think A site is their best bet, and I think PACT is feeling the same way.
I have to agree. I mean, they have connector control too to top things off, and it's a 3-man stack towards B. So get that early pick, get bathrooms control, potentially get an upgraded gun or 2 as well. They have armor. Things can get very dicey for Unique. They have the utility, they have flashes and smokes. And now the rotation is coming up from Fen, however, and that's going to make things all the more difficult for PACT on this pistol force. As they will have to deal with 3 rifles now, including the op on Fanat Roca. The flashes are coming through. It's been dodged by Fen. He stepped up. He's found 2. Morals will trade it out. There still needs to be more from the T side. Bomb not to go down as it's Passionage to find 2 from behind APC. And now Morals will fall as well. The 3-piece from him. Passionage, nice work to hold it down. Fen with the early aggression, the only casualty for Unique. And a 5th round as well, minimizing casualties against the Eco is a good start and something they've been doing consistently throughout these 2 maps they've already played and now into Overpass. Timeout though called, Roy. Are you surprised?
No, this is actually a perfectly timed timeout, if I can say so myself. PACT, this is a good time to just let Unique cool down. There's too many heroes right now on one team. They need to just let them chill, let them cool down a little bit, let them get into their heads. They're way too focused. This is a perfectly timed timeout. I'm perfectly pleased with this. I would like to point out, though, that Fanat Roca is 005. Not that it matters because his team is really popping off, but if they slow down for whatever reason, Fanat's going to have to wake up. And again, he's the Opera of TeamUnique, and this is Opera's paradise, right? Overpass is one of the Opera's paradise in the game. This is where usually the Operas are some of the top performers on this map. So, I mean, I'm a little bit surprised to see him 005. And it's a little bit concerning, but it doesn't really matter right now because Robin, Passionage, Fen, and Undo are really popping off. So it's not as significant yet, but it might if they start slowing down.
I have to agree with you. You were reading my mind. I was about to mention that 005 scoreline for Fanat Roca, but you beat me to the punch. And Fanat Roca is actually soloing over towards A. It's a 4-man stack towards B. This is a brilliant read from PACT or from TeamUnique, as 3 out of 5 from PACT are over towards B. The bomb as well, but Passionage is going to push on through the smoke, and that, without the flashbang, is a foolhardy gesture at best, as he gives up a free kill to the PACT squad. Now they're able to get a lot more map control over towards A as well, as it's a 4v5, and TeamUnique have to decide if they want to huddle up or split to a 2v2. They seem to be wanting to stay on that. Nope, the rotation is going to come up from Fen, and actually, Robin's going to join him. So they're going to stack towards A now, leaving the lone defender Undo on the B site, as I believe Fanat Roca spotted some players over towards the long A site. This is all just an elaborate ruse from PACT, as they still have the bulk of their squad over towards the back of Monster.
And they're taking the bait perfectly. I really like that TeamUnique did not remain stationary on site, though. They're starting to gain space towards bathrooms, and I think they're starting to get an idea that this is, in fact, all just a ruse. They just don't have long A clear just yet. But look at this yin-yanging happening now. They forfeited the A site. PACT have the A site, but they don't have the bomb. The bomb is still towards the B.
No, they're not going to go for Con. No, they are going to go for Con. Yes, they are. The door goes open, and it's easy peasy lemon squeezy for Fen. He shuts it all down. He gets traded, but that should secure the
No
site.
time.
Or I should say the round. Yeah, there's no time. He dropped the bomb, put him in a very tough spot, and I think Robin will have this regardless. Yeah, Lunatic has to save this gun, as the time has expired. And Robin's going to hunt for him. He clears it.
Oh, that's a disaster. That's a disaster. 2, he only had 15 seconds left. Why not just go B with the bomb? No way in heck are you gonna make it to the A site. No way. And what's even more worrisome for me is the fact that they never really owned connector control or bathrooms at any point in time in this round. So I'm incredibly surprised to see them actually rotate back through connector to even go A. I don't think that was an option. They didn't have that control. They didn't have that luxury, and they paid the price. TeamUnique are playing extremely well so far.
Yeah, but a little bit of a misplay, as you mentioned, from PACT. They did not make the right call. I was shocked to see them go into water and then back towards Con, because that really wasn't the play. And Robin's going to spam Lunatic through the wall, and that is just 50-50 out of contention. But look at the utility left on PACT. A minute 12 to go. They only have 2 smokes. They are edging their way towards B. Robin will actually go down first. Does some damage to Sobel, considerable amount. But still, it is a 4v4 trade. And that does help PACT out quite a bit, as the bomb is still in their possession. They do have Sydney over towards long on the lurk. Actually, if Morals can find a second, he does not, but it's a 3v3. That's a great kill to find for Morals. That's Fen down for the count, as now it's a stack over towards the B site. Ashina is rotating up, and Fanat Roka's found a kill. I believe that's his first of the game, Roy. That is a huge way to start to step up when the rest of his team is cooling down. But A is now going to be the rotation.
Yeah, look at Sydney.
Ashinaj has to hold it. Pashinaj spots him out. Sydney's not clearing front truck.
No, he cleared it earlier, but the timing was just really unfortunate. Pashinaj repositioned into an angle that he had already cleared, so this is a little bit awkward. But now, Sobel, he has no chance but to push on towards the B site. But he's up against Undo, who's had a phenomenal game so far, and I don't think he's slowing down anytime just yet. The spot happens. Sobel needs to try to clear him out of pit, but he's unable to quickly enough, and the reinforcements have arrived. Undo's already done his job, whether he gets the kill or not. He's already done his job, and if he gets the kill on top of that, so it is 7-2. TeamUnique, I have to say, are looking like a whole new beast on this map.
Yeah, they're looking reminiscent of that form we saw in Mirage, where they were shutting down PACT left, right, and center. Literally, whatever side of map PACT wanted to go, they got shut down on by TeamUnique. They seem to be emulating that here on Overpass. They took a little break on Nuke, but now we're seeing that TeamUnique CT side coming to full force yet again. It's pistols again for PACT. They have armor, and a fast water split seems to be the call. Robin gets caught out with a nade. He's able to escape, but he falls in the end. The span through the smoke is Morals, and Undo falls as well. The deagle on Morals opening so much room, the bomb goes down. Look at Fen, he's still in the vicinity, walking his way back up Con. The nade comes through, he's revealed his position. The rotations are coming in, but guns have been picked up for this T side, but one of those has fallen. Morals drops to Pashinaj.
Now this could be the key turning point right here. This has to be it for PACT. This is their break. But the utility is so good right now for TeamUnique. They're retaking this B site quite well. Sydney now with his teammate are trying to fight for the control towards Graffiti and Spawn. And it's all tough, but eventually the swing comes out and it's all down to Fen. Vicious, they just have to avoid him. They just have not let him get the kill. Dark is going out a little bit too wide, and he might have just given away the round. Oh, there is.
No.
There is.
No.
He just had to survive. He didn't even have to peek. Beneficious had no idea where he was. 0.
That is a mistake you cannot afford to make at this stage of the game. Last map of a best of 3, and you're down now 8-2. You could have just stolen away a pistol round. Make it 7-3. Get yourself on a bye and actually really do major damage to the economy of TeamUnique, who still will be able to buy the following if they do lose this round. But that's a blunder from PACT. They've been making some mistakes in critical rounds on Overpass, and it's starting to really come back and bite them, as TeamUnique are primed and ready to get themselves double digits right early on.
Yeah, I mean, this is already a great half for TeamUnique. There's so much room for more as well. They have a lot of utility on deck, so it means they can at least buy up even if they lose this one. So 2 gun rounds back-to-back. That's a good safety net. And you can see, because of that safety net, they're starting to play a little bit more aggressive on towards connector and A site, something they haven't done all game. But look at this. Look at this lurk happening right now from PACT. They're already on the A site. They're about to catch a completely unsuspecting Fanat Roka, and now they can plant the bomb easily. They have full control of bathrooms as well, and this is, based on the posturing and the positioning, as long as PACT don't make any errors here, this is easily won.
That is the key point, isn't it? That PACT don't make any errors. And that face, why are you facing Pashinaj? Darko, you don't have to push. As Fen's found Lunatic, it's all flipped to the side of TeamUnique. As there goes Fen to find Sobel. Sydney turned to 1v4. but he has a lot more work to do. There are still 3, and he gets taken down from behind. It's Robin to win the duel with the AUG. Good distraction play from Dumpster, and PACT have thrown it away again. There is enough time for defuse, and a 9th round picked up for for Unique. A buy comes in from PACT yet again, but the overextensions, the overzealousness, the overaggression on the post plans costing PACT massively in that round.
And this is what I call the overcompensation effect, right? It's like you're in a tough spot. Your team is kind of not doing well. You're down, 8-2 before this round. And, well, you feel like you have to be the one taking control, right? Nothing's working. You have to be the one stepping up. But everyone's trying to do that on their own, and it's not working out well at all.
I'd also like to add a little caveat to Fnatt Roke. I feel like a lot of his deaths have come from stuff like that we just saw in the last round, where he gets flanked from behind with no information and gets shot in the back. So, I mean, although he is 1-8, it is kind of a lot of timing and unlucko-malucko for him, because he's just getting shot in the back a lot of times, or like that push-up lane where he got caught off guard again, trying to fall back to sight. So it's really rough for him, too, to try and get into this game with that constant little cloud of doubt hanging over his head.
Agreed. And I think that's like one of the bigger Ooh, that's a sentence stopper right there. That's a nice shot from Lunatic. The repeat comes out from Ben Vicious, but it's only a leg shot. The man's got strong legs, so he'll survive it. But now the flood's happening towards the A site. This is an attempt to overrun the A site quickly. And flashbangs are good. Passionate trying to hold them back. He finds one. He goes for the spray onto the second, but he's not able to convert. So it is 1-for-1. Still an advantageous for PACT. Bomb is now being planted.
What a shot. Wait, a collateral through the wall? Through dice? How does that happen? I don't know, but Fed and Vicious is making it work. He's not the opper. Lunatic is, and he will take him down, but Fenn's found 2 on the op of his own. And Lunatic's solo. He took that shot through the APC. Robin's going to stick it. He hasn't been pre-fired. Fenn will take the shot. Now reveals his position, and Undo will bail out. Robin, not too sure Robin would have died before the bomb was defused either way, but what a collateral from Fenn Vicious there with the op through dice. That is insane.
This is... that is super unlucky, I have to admit. This is when like everything is lining up against you, and you have to fight not only against a heated up Unique, but against the luck of the gods. And those are not in your favor right now. PACT is in deep trouble. It is 10-2. Already an incredibly successful half for Unique. Anything more than 10-5 is an overperformance on a map like Overpass.
And if TeamUnique can pick up this round without a bomb plan from PACT, I think they could spiral it out to a 12-3, 11-32 scoreline very easily. As Fenn on the off, he's staying on it. He's found a second on the Morals. He's going for the third, and he finds it on a Darko. He has the bomb down long as well, and this is definitely going to be at least an 11-4, unless Lunatic and Sobel can pull off more than just the Alamo. An impossible 4v or 2v4, 2v5 would have been, but now it's a Lunatic in a 1v4. And Unique really don't even have to pick. That's just overzealousness from Fenn Vicious, costing his team economy at this point, because all he really has to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. He gives Lunatic a free kill and a bit more of a window into this round. There still is 3 more to contend with. The bomb is down, but it is still towards the side of Lunatic. He can play it, he can get the smoke down, grab the bomb, play around however he desires, but he's faking grabbing it, trying to play off of Unique's movement. But instead he's going to get flanked, but he wins that duel onto Robin. Wow. Now this is getting dangerous as Lunatic is pulling this back for PACT.
And there's a lot of time left on the clock as well. So, I mean, he can work this, but the longer he lingers around here walking, the harder this becomes. He needs to start getting a step on. There's a player towards long bathrooms. Barely gets by. Now, Fnatt Roka has a quiet flank coming in. He'll never expect it. Bashanosh is behind the pillar. I don't think he'll ever expect that one. And, yeah.
Makers.
12-2. 11-2, excuse me.
Timeout called by PACT. Although, at this point, I think it's a little too late to stop the hemorrhaging. You're already down 11-2. The best you can hope for is 11-4. And even at that, you have to hope for an insane CT side to pull things back.
Yeah, not to mention pistols are extremely 50-50.
Yeah, and I wonder if they're going to go for a full investment here. They have Sobel on the hero AK. If they don't,
there's no choice.
Sydney could pick up an AK. That's good, Darko. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you there fully. You have to go for this full investment. I think, though, you should probably go for a little bit more utility, because I mean, right now they just have a smoke and a flash. Darko going for an AK is going to have a decoy at best. And can you even call that a piece of utility? I can't.
Yeah, this is such a tough scenario. And I kind of wish PACT had more room for saving and managing their economy better, but with an 11-2 scoreline, you save here, you're giving away the 12 to Unique. That's kind of worrisome. Now, if they get 13, if they get 13-2 here, Boggs, wow, it's gonna be luck of the gods flipping upside down if there's any hope for PACT.
A 13-2 scoreline is all but impossible to come back from. I mean, it literally gives you 2 rounds margin for error. And that's it. And that is so hard to come back from. I mean, you always think of that, I believe it was, let's say it was Taco talking at one of the Summit events where he's talking about when they were, his team was playing VP. And they were down 15-5. Colin said, let's win this now. 15-5. Did we win? Of course not. 16-5. It's one of those scenarios where that always comes to mind in a lopsided scoreline.
Yeah, I love that. You gotta give your team confidence, even in the worst scenarios. You know, can never lose hope. Right now, it's slow round play. Ben Vicious is in an incredibly scary position, though, considering the pace that PACT is going in, and it could be a free pick for him right now if they peek into it, but he actually shoots him through the side of the wall, so the shot is good. They go 1 for 1. Robin able to find 1 kill, but he smoked. Okay, he smokes himself out, so you can reposition safely, but it's still an advantageous situation for Unique with a man up now. Not only that, but the information is incredibly played out. They know exactly where PACT is. It's just a matter of whether they can hold strong.
And PACT aren't going to go for a rotation back towards A as well. They're going to continue their aggression towards the B site. And Robin's picked up the AWP as well. So he is definitely in a solid position to find some more, even though he is about half HP. Now with the players revealed towards short, it's going to be easy. And Robin goes with a shotgun off. I believe that was a no-scope on the Morals. And it's all down to Lunatic. He has the bomb, but he would need a crazy play to win this one. It's a 1v4 against 2 players full HP. And when you have everybody on Unique firing on full cylinders, except for Fnatt Roka, because poor guy is still sitting at 1 kill.
Yeah.
Although he hasn't really been needed.
Yeah, that's the whole gist of it as well. It's like he doesn't even need to wake up. His team is doing all the heavy lifting right now. They're 12-2, and incredibly strong CT side performance right now coming out from Unique. I have to admit, PACT looked absolutely lost. They have no idea how to counter the aggression. And what's crazy to me as well is that Unique aren't even playing that aggressive. They haven't been contesting A side at all. And usually that's the most successful CT sides are the ones that are, you know, actively aggressing on towards the A side, gaining all the free space that is to be found. But now it's PACT battling it out once again towards the B side early. All 5 players in this direction, except one is towards. Ooh. Nice shot from Sydney. That's going to open up some space, but he's going to get traded out by Bogdanovich inside of Heaven. So 4-4. Remaining players are looking to hit the B site, but the bomb is in T-spawn.
Bomb is all the way back, and nobody's even making an attempt to grab it. I feel like PACT are trying to go for the full kill victory. They're not even counting on the bomb plant. But Fens picked one more off. Bogdanovich and Robin finding kills. And Darko 1v4. He has a Galil. There's helmets on all the remaining Unique players. Bomb is so far back. He's able to grab it and rotate over towards A if he desires. He has enough time to do so as well. But all things considered, this is a nigh impossible clutch for Darko. And I hate to say it, but I feel like PACT are just down for the count.
Yeah, it's looking grim. It's really hard to find any silver linings. But I guess the only hope for PACT, one, if Darko clutches, he's a god, but nah, it's way too much to handle. 1 versus 4, 13-2. That's a crazy good finish. But yeah, the silver lining for me, or not silver lining, the hope lies in the first pistol and the next 2 gun rounds. If they can pick all of those up, I believe. If they can't pick any of those up, well, if they can't pick up pistol, they pretty much lose anyway, but
Pistol is going to be the all-important decider in this one.
for sure.
And the way that Unique have been playing, I kind of have to side with them. I feel like Unique's going to pick it up. I just, you know, sometimes you have that gut feeling where teams can make that comeback. I don't have it right now with PACT. Maybe they just seem uninspired, or like their heart isn't in this game, because they've been making a lot of critical mistakes and critical points, and it's really come back to bite them in so many rounds. Well, we'll see how it happens. Pact, they need this pistol round desperately to stay alive in this matchup. They have the kit, they have the flashes, they have the armor. Unique going for that double flash and smoke by on Pashanaj. And it seems to be a B hit, Roy. The stack is coming in for Pact. This is the play they need to hold things down, to get themselves back into this game. The Pete comes in with a flashbang, but nobody has Pete the Monster just yet for Unique. Now it comes in. Sydney gets one. That's a great start for Pact as the hit continues. 3, make it 4 and 5. Pact get the pistol. Let's go. We're not done just yet.
Flawless as well. I think Lunatic was the only one who took damage, and it was like, what, 13 damage or something crazy? But that's a good start.
That's a great start for Pact. It's a great momentum builder as well. Perfect read for them to top it all off. And now they're going for that buy. Lunatic will pick up an SMG. Not going to risk things by going for the USP save for the op. It's a wise choice, as we saw what happened on Nuke when Pact went for that USP buy. They got picked apart by these Eagles. And it's a full deco. 1 Glock on Robin, but other than that, it's the hand cannon across the board for the T side.
If PACT make this comeback successfully, I will skip leg day for a whole year, Boggs.
That's a bold prediction. Let's see if it pays off. Won't for your legs if it does come true.
But yeah, no, I really do not foresee that. Unless they're absolutely lost on this T side.
I feel like Unique will find something. They don't seem to be that kind of team, as far as this matchup is gone, that lets themselves get down and out. Even when they are getting steamrolled, like on Nuke, they still kept on fighting and kept on pushing and finding entries. They just got outclassed by PACT on Nuke. Moros will take the long-range engagement with the AUG and win that one, get the man advantage back to his squad. There's still more to do, and look at the flank, though. It's Darko on the flank, but Moros using the unscoped AUG to take down Pashanaj as well. And Fanat Roka, can he get more than 1 kill here? Nope, he won't. Darko shuts him down with a flank, and PACT find themselves a 4th. They keep 4 alive as well. And now, it's starting to be a little bit more of a chance for PACT. If they can convert this first gun round, I'm going to say there is more than a substantial chance they can come back if they can continue this string of rounds.
Exactly, and that's really the whole puzzle piece, isn't it? I think the first condition is they need to meet is, okay, one, why the heck doesn't Lunatic have a weapon? That's the first condition. Have enough today. Darko could have easily dropped an AUG right here.
I think he's saving for the op next round.
I mean, he's not gonna have one if they lose.
Exactly. And I honestly don't know where this confidence is coming from to go for a save like this, especially given the fact that, you know, they're kind of down 13-4.
Yeah. Okay, so the 2 conditions for me for this comeback is, 1, they need to have enough money so that they cannot get reset. That's the number 1 condition. If they get reset at any point, it's GG. 2, the other condition is that, okay, nice early pick. Things are going well for PACT so far. But the other condition is that they need to break double digits before Unique gets to 15. That's the other condition.
I agree 100%. I mean, you can make it work with 9 rounds, but it's very, very difficult to come back within like 6 rounds in a row. So it's definitely going to be a very tough task for PACT to claw their way back into this game. As right now, Unique are content to just split up towards A. They have most of their players over towards the A site. 2 up lane, 1 up long, and Pashanaj has spotted out Morals, and that's a kill that PACT cannot afford to give up. They have the linchpin. It's Undo, but he gets undone. He gets dropped, and Lunatic finds one on the Deagle. He's also picked up an Augroy. PACT, if they can keep this 4-man alive to win this round, there is definitely a good hope for them in the following. Bomb should not be going down as well, though Robin finds one more. He still has to worry about his flank. He does not really have enough time. He has to go for the stick. He will get taken down by Darko in the end, but he does find 2 kills. An AK salvage, and an op will be purchased by Lunatic. Morals could go for 1 as well, drop it over to Darko if he wanted to, or something along those lines. It will just be the single op set up for PACT, as they do have quite a good buy. And Unique look to be going for a hero AK, and maybe a little more.
I think a little more. I don't know how to feel about that. That's a very weird money management there by TeamUnique. regardless, PACT now have money in the bank. Not stable fully yet, but they're nearing that mark. And that's one of the first conditions that they need to meet that I said was incredibly important. Ooh, Sydney.
Ooh.
Hunting through smokes. I like it.
Yeah, that's a great start for PACT. That's a kill that really goes a long way in forcing Unique into a situation that will not necessarily be favorable. The early pick is always a plus on the CT side. When you're trying to pitch the comeback, it's definitely a fantastic confidence booster. And I'm wondering now if that one kill on Fnatt Roca is going to start to factor into Unique. As on T side, you really need all of your teammates to at least be able to find one kill, at least the very least damage. Because if you look at the damage on him, he has 9 ADR, Roy. 9 ADR. And we've played 18 rounds of Counter-Strike.
Pretty nuts. And there are people questioning the Hero AK buy for TeamUnique, but I actually kind of like the Hero AK purchase. I think you need to have that one person who's getting the economic damage done, but it's not even gonna matter because Sydney is mowing them apart with a nice flashbang coming in from Sobel, and Sydney finds the ace. All 5 players in the bag.
It's a very nice ace from Sydney, and the kind of stepping up individually that PACT need to keep their roll going. 13-6 now, 3 in a row from PACT, or 4 in a row actually off the back of that pistol. So good work overall, and now we're seeing the result of that interesting money management from Unique. As Passionage is relegated to a UMP. Utility not too good on Fen, Undo, or Fnatt Roca. So it's going to be a very interesting situation. And Fnatt Roca's actually gone for the vest and a op purchase. Ooh, Sobel gets spotted out, but he does not get a headshot wound quite yet. He is able to stay alive as PACT are able to hold for now. And Sobel's actually going to go for the boost with Sydney. Nope, they decided not to. But they're going to go for that full site boost. And Fens open things up. Morals getting over Zealous has gone down again. But Lunatic actually whipped the shot. I thought Lunatic connected. That's the shot he has to hit. As he could have even the score at 4 apiece. But he does not connect the op shot. Now he's in a more precarious situation as Fen knows where he is. The pre-fire comes through, but it does not do enough damage to even bring him down to half. Darko is getting aggressive. The Molotov out towards Divider, and the pre-fire shot not going to connect, but Darko finds a knife out Undo. Fen Vicious will trade it out, though. Lunatic will be re-aggressing. He is able to find one. Sydney finds a second, but Sydney goes down to Robin. 2v2 now. Sobel looking the wrong way, spots out Fnatt Roca, and gets the kill. Robin 1v2. That's a kill that Fnatt Roca needs to have if his team's going to have a shot. And Robin's going to run it all the way down towards B. This is a great
This is
call
so
for him.
smart. Yeah, he's recognized that both players are on the flank, but now he's kind of overthinking himself, I think. He's coming back towards the A site. 18 seconds left on the clock. Yeah, he has him spread out thin. Wait, does he know for sure that he's there? Or just, no, it's just intuition based. Oh no, Robin's outsmarted himself, I think. He's outplayed himself. He just played himself. Sobel's creeping up to his right. As soon as the bomb tap goes in, Sobel peeks out. And that is a round for PACT. Really well played by Sobel right there. But I have to say, Robin had the right read, but he overthought himself.
I thought that was going to be an insane clutch with some of the most brilliant plays in a long time. But fortunately, Robin played himself, as you said. He thought too much into it and wasn't even able to get the bomb down. So you see Unique's money. It's at a very weird spot as Robin goes for a scout, and I think they're going to go for a half here, Roy. You get some pistols, some armor, some utility, maybe a couple Mac Daddies, but actually, no. They're going to go for an AK on Fen. And I'm not even going to try and question what Unique's going to do with their buys anymore, because whatever they do, it seems to be the exact opposite of what I'm anticipating. Gun round again, though. We have the op for Lunatic up against a Scout and an AK, a P250 CZ, and a Deagle. Armor across the board for Unique. And it is the quad op or quad AUG 1-op setup for PACT. So you're now within 6 rounds of Unique, and this is where you start to get towards striking distance. As PACT have put together a solid 5 in a row. But one thing to note, their money is still not quite out of control, as Morals is down to 26, Darko at 35, 5 and 4K across the rest of the squad, but overall, it's not too out of control at all. It's a double buy scenario for them, even if they do lose this round. But after that is where things get dicey and where Unique can really get themselves match victory if they're able to get these Pact players low enough on their money.
Right, again, that's really the key component, the key condition, right? Is that money needs to remain strong to avoid that reset. If at any point it get reset, it's GG. They're already at 13. A double reset is surely over. That's all that Unique needs. Sprays through the smoke. The lineups are absolutely perfect. TeamUnique trying to do some damage, but it's only found 1 kill so far. And it's pure madness and chaos now towards the site. Sydney's still on top of the barrel. He's not relenting on the aggression. Robin trying his luck with the scout. Could find Sydney if he peeks up.
Ooh, timing. Unfortunate timing for Robin, as he very well could have found Sydney if he stuck around a little longer, but Lunatic will take him down in return. And PACT now draw within 5, 13-8 scoreline. A lot better than 13-2.
Yes.
And honestly, Roy, your little idea about skipping leg day for a whole year might be coming back to bite you.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna be weak legs by the end of this year, let me tell you, if this happens. But so far, so
turn
good.
into baby legs.
Yeah. So far, so good from from PACT. I have to say, they're playing really well. I don't know what it is about Polish squads, but I swear their CT sides are so much better.
You would assume that the Polish plow would be on T because of the connotation of aggression and movement, but you know, maybe we need to come up with another P word that more towards the line of fortification. Maybe hit the thesaurus after this one and figure one out, because as you mentioned, these Polish squads are so staunch in their defense. Morals, though, dodges the flashbang, turns around. That's a nice one on a Pashanage. There's still more to find for him. He swings out and gets punished by Robin. 1v1 trade favoring the T side, as Lunatic is still there. Darko as well towards... Actually, I think he's a little more... No, he's still behind the flower pot wall. Yeah. So Darko's in a good spot. Common angle, though, so a good flash can force him out. But if you look at the utility on Unique, there really isn't that flash. But not Roka getting boosted up. Will not spot anybody just yet, as there is a lot of time for Unique, but it is starting to die faster and faster, as we're down to 35 seconds. And Darko wins that duel against Fnatt. Roka, Lunatic wins the off shot, but Undo will take him down in return. The smoke goes down the dice to get the bomb through, but Sydney dropped it. It falls forward, but Sydney finds Undo as well. Individual plays from Sydney, as I believe he's up almost to 30, but he did have a DC, so I can't really track his kills as accurately as I would have liked now.
Roka's still at 1 kill, by the way. He's having the worst game of his life.
This is probably the worst performance I've ever seen at an actual even level of play.
Yeah, it really sucks to point him out and kind of put him in on the barn burner, but that was like one of the things that we talked about, right? Is that if he doesn't wake up and his team starts cooling down, which they all are very much cooling down, it could be problematic. And again, the other thing too is that PACT has met all my conditions. If stabilize their economy, they're not in a reset territory any longer. They're about to potentially break double digits right here.
And TeamUnique have failed to put one round on the T side up. It's 7 in a row for PACT. And PACT honestly could win this 16-13, and I would not be surprised with the way they're playing. Everything seems to be under their control. The ball is fully in their court. And Sydney starting it off again with a kill onto Undo. Lunatic could trigger discipline, and a beautiful shot into Robin out long. That is exactly what PACT need to get double digits as they look to get a 10th round here and start to really put TeamUnique in the hot seat. They've been in the hot seat for a couple rounds now, but every single round PACT pick up puts TeamUnique more and more under pressure.
Boom.
Ooh, beautiful.
They know where both players are. Should be easy mop up. And easy mop up.
Easy mop up indeed. This is... Now I'm getting very nervous for Unique, where as PACT I thought was just down and out, and there was nothing really they could do. They've gotten up, they've gotten back in the race. I mean, it might be life, but this is Counter-Strike. And Unique have to put a stop to this, or else this is going to be one of the most insane turnarounds I've probably ever seen, probably in Winners League history.
Okay. TeamUnique, this is their chance to wake up. I think the little bit of a comeback there from PACT probably just rattled their their nerves a little bit. The flashbang's coming out. It's not effective whatsoever. Pashinov blocked that flashbang, so they abort the strategy. Oh man.
Failed.
Yeah, that's a yikes.
That is rough, but they still have time. They have a little bit of control over towards A, as Pashinov has control of party area and get playground control momentarily. But it still seems that Unique are primed and ready to go towards B. And actually, they burned down quite a bit of utility on PACT. Molotov does go out towards top of Monster. But right now, it's still a bit of a stalemate, as Unique will now start to edge their way in. The op P comes through, but it's Fnatt Roca. The second kill could not come at a better time, as Sydney gets traded out as well. Flashes go through, and it's a 4v3, a man advantage for Unique for the first time in a long time on their T half. And they have the flank coming in from Pashinaj as well. This could be so massive for Unique to start putting PACT back in their place.
Absolutely, this is the time right now, right here, and Fnatt Roca's finally come alive. He's found himself the second kill. He's tripled the scoreline already in this round. It's down to Morals, it's down to Darko in a 2 versus 3. Good positions here from Team Unique. Pashinov is the contingency plan from heaven as well. He's eliminated Darko. Now they know exactly where Morals is, so this round is pretty much over. Wait.
Oh, maybe not. Okay. Fnatt Roca, 3 kills. He's quadrupled his kill count in 1 round. And that's a massive round to step up for Fnatt Roca as well. He basically single-handedly secured that round for his squad. And that is a high-impact performance from him. He might only have 4 kills, but he got his team a 14th round.
At least he came alive.
Yeah, what a time to do it, too. I mean, big-time players find a way to step up in the big moments. And with his team spiraling down, Fnatt Roca seems to have righted this downward spiral, gotten the engine restarted, at least for now, as Team Unique are back on the buy. They have a solid amount of utility. PACT, though, good to buy for the next 2 rounds. So even if they do go up against match point, they could still force a buy up. Wouldn't be as good as they might like, but they could still muster something to challenge the Team Unique squad. This is a round PACT pretty much need to win to avoid going down to match point.
Yeah.
So losing 2 in a row is going to hurt their economy.
Yeah, not only will it be match point, but it'll be limited weaponry available for PACT. Yes, they have a few players who can purchase, but that's not going to come into play as fast. But this time, Unique is switching it up. 4 players going aggressively long A, and there's no one here to hear them or stop them. The player in bathrooms could potentially start hearing this commotion, and if he gets eliminated, that could be the key. But he finds the kill onto Robin, and he maintains control of bathrooms. Probably a key piece of the defense here for PACT.
That is definitely a key piece of the defense, as it is still 4 stacked over towards long. But Darko probably shouldn't have been winning that duel. He was looking the wrong way, and Robin had the advantage. So that's a kill that I think Robin really needs to be picking up, especially given his form that he's had. Look at the play. It's the boost up towards the corner. Morals, Darko. Morals falls in the end. Pashinaj goes for the aggression. He finds 2. Make it. No, it's not going to be a 3rd. This is all down to Fnatt Roca 1v3. PACT bringing it back, looking for an 11th. The bomb is down for them as well. Fnatt Roca seems to be aware of the flank, as he definitely hears the footsteps from Sobel, who will fall in the end. Make it a 1v2 now, as Lunatic will shut it down, though, an 11th for PACT, and a critical round victory as Unique failed to get the bomb down. They're in a very peculiar situation with money, as they could go for the full force, and it seems that's what they're going to be able to do, Roy. They're getting AKs up. Galil, maybe SMG on Fnatt Roca. Robin, Galil, or SMG as well. Pashinaj unable to get the AK. This is very curious.
Yeah, I would have went for the half buy here, personally. This is such a risky call. They have a couple more rounds to play with. They don't have to risk it right here, and they're not really about to hard reset PACT, so it's not really as worth it to chase, economically speaking, but at least this way they can increase their chances and potentially... Oh, shot by Undo. That would have been a key piece.
That would have been a massive piece of the puzzle, as Unique would love to get match point here and put things to bed. But as it stands, PACT have the momentum. They have the ball in their court. They don't want to let go. They don't seem to be letting go of the gas. They keep pushing on forward. As Unique work their way up lane. Nobody out towards long, and Moral's actually going to get faced by Pashinaj, and he finds the first. He's going to fall off as well. Doesn't take a point of damage, and look at the utility in his belt, too. It's not an insane pick, but it's a fantastic pick, and a great start for PACT, as they want to draw within 2 rounds. This was once a 13-2 game to keep in mind as well. It's crazy to think that PACT have pulled it back this close as is. Unique have failed to get match point.
Yeah, it's a good point. And again, this is single elimination, so whoever loses this is out. The winner will be ensuring, I think, $500 is the minimum for the top 8 teams. That's not bad. That's a couple $100, in the bank. Pays a couple bills, and if they can go further than that, then even better. Right now, this player's... Yeah, does he expect it? He's looking for it. He finds a undo. That's a nice squeeze.
Actually, it's a fake, too. He's just lurking over towards B as the hit comes in through Able. Look at the time on the clock. 10 seconds. The bomb has to go down. And somehow it still hasn't. All 4 players remaining, but now the bomb goes down. It's a match. It's a round victory for PACT. And everything else is just damage to the economy of Unique. Their forced buy does not pay off. PACT find a 12th. And look at the money on Fen as he died after time. Undo and Robin low as well. And now it's at the point where do you contemplate a force buy here, Roy, to buy around these AKs? Because you're going to be in a very odd situation with money going to the next round. And it seems that will be the case from Unique, as they have a UMP, a MAC-10, and the 2 saved AKs with plenty of utility. But this could all end up being futility, as TeamUnique are falling flat on their face in these T rounds.
Yeah, I mean, flatter than pancakes at this point. This is a rough. I feel like their money management is a big part of their problems right now as well.
I agree 100%. Their money management has been questionable at best and downright disappointing at worst, because they've been throwing away a lot of potential buy rounds by trying to keep up with the aggression. There comes a time when you can't play with your lead anymore, and you have to play smart, go for the saves, and actually buy as a team to get your full buys and get the best chances of winning rounds. And now that they're within 2 rounds, they have no match point as well. It's not like overtime secured as well. This is a very dicey situation for Unique, and a situation that they have nobody but themselves to blame for being it. You can't even blame Fnatt Roca at this point, because he's tried. He's saved a lot of these times that Unique have gone for forces to try and get himself a better buy into the following rounds. And the only reason they have a 14th round is because of Fnatt Roca himself. So Unique really just need to settle down. I think maybe a timeout would be a good call for them to reset and talk things over. But this team doesn't seem to be a fan of using timeouts right now. They just want to, I don't know if they just want to get this game over or what, but it's a very interesting play from them. Just keep on forcing time and time again.
Yeah, now there's only 18 seconds left on the clock. They're trying to transition towards the B site. There are still heavy presence here. City finds the first kill. Sobel's in an awkward duel right now with Roca, and he loses it to a MAC-10. The bomb only needs to be planted. There's only 7 seconds left on the clock. City finds the first kill, but the bomb does go down, and Robin answers back. Now it's down to 3s. Make that 2s. And a 3v1.
Wait, is Pashinaj on the flank through heaven?
With an ump.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, good point.
That's
can't even find Darko. That's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Bomb gets defused. A 13th for PACT. And this is a very scary situation for Unique. They can buy up again because of the bomb plant. But if you look over at PACT, their money is pretty much set. They have 7 grand on Lunatic, 5 on Sobel, make it 4 after utility. Darko is low, but everybody else can get a full buy, and he can certainly be dropped. Whereas Unique, they're on bare bones, utility, AKs, but Undo has no flashbangs, nothing at all, and Fen's down to a smoke already. This is looking more and more likely for PACT to pitch a comeback and make it in regulation as well.
And I honestly think TeamUnique, to some degree, have been getting baited by the sweet, juicy potential reset for PACT. That they've been terrible with their money management. Now, Morals inside of Bathrooms finds one. The trade is a little bit too late. The Molotov does come out, but the hunt is here. Morals finds a second, and eventually he gets traded out, but he's done the damage. He's done his job. He's gotten information and a man advantage for his team.
A 2-for-1 trade, I think, is a win in anybody's book on the CT side. And Morals, that's a fantastic play to stand his ground as Lunatic finds one more on the Undo. 2-man advantage now. And should PACT pick this up, it's a tie game. 14 all. They've brought it back from 13-2. It's not quite done and dusted yet. But this is a storyline for PACT if they can pull this off. the flash goes out towards long. Fanat Roca has the op, but it's a glass cannon as well. Roy didn't even notice that until just now. He does not even have a vest. He's full on glass cannon. Although his duel does seem to be up against an op, that is still unfavorable should he win his duel and go up against rifles. And the Molotov will force him forward, and Lunatic will take the duel and win it single-handedly, as Darko will find Robin in the end. 14 all. There's been 12 rounds out of 13 won by PACT. This is stunning. This is a stunning turn of events.
It
As
really
Team
is.
Unique, they've gone for a force again, right?
Yeah, and you know, they don't really have a choice now. They kind of have to force this round, unfortunately. They can play for the overtime, but I think they've lost so much confidence that they might as well just take their chances right here.
Yeah, they kind of do have to go.
Now
They have no real option.
Yeah, the thing that I want to talk about as well is that, honestly, both of these teams have looked pretty lost on T side on this map. And I don't mean that in like a rude way or anything. I just seem like they haven't really done anything versatile. It's been the same pace, same strats every single round. The grenades doing a bunch of damage. Now the B hits coming in. Robin finds the opening frag. That's a good start. Fen Vicious finds one of his own. It's down to a 4v3 advantage for TeamUnique. Make that as 2-man advantage for TeamUnique.
If you're PACT here, do you go for the save? Especially with Lunatic going down, you have the money, I guess you go for it. But this is not a round PACT want to lose to give match point to Unique. After they did so well to get this comeback looking likely. But Morals, he's found 2 at the very least, and that is economic damage. The bomb has yet to go down. It will finally. Morals should be falling to Robin as he revealed his position. And look at Fanat Roca on the flank. But Morals is already out towards pit. He is looking for Robin. If he finds him, he could get the defuse as well. He does have a kit. He has a Molotov in hand, and he's taken down by Robin, though. A nice 3-piece for Robin to end all but the hopes and dreams of PACT. This is their last-ditch effort. Round 30. We've gone the full distance. What seems like an impossible comeback from PACT is looking just about out of reach, like a carrot on a stick.
Yeah, imagine making the comeback from 13-2 and then losing 16-14. That's like the worst feeling in the world, I think. I can't think of a worse feeling except playing cheaters in MM. Anyways.
I mean, yeah, it's gut-wrenching. It is. I mean, honestly, you're better off losing 16-0 than losing 16-14 after coming back from 13-2.
Yeah, agreed. I honestly feel it feels better that way. But now this is PACT on their last lifeline. This is the end. Match series point for TeamUnique. The thing about Unique, though, is that they're starting to run extremely thin on their utility, using a lot of it to gain control or pressure towards the A site. And now Fen Vicious has run out. He only has a smoke left.
Look at this aggression, too. Morals has already pushed up bathrooms. He has Lunatic with him as well. And if Fen Vicious can get the nice peek, oh, he's going to make noise with the smoke. That should clue the PACT players into that, the fact that there is at least one player over towards long. But Fen is not using that for aggression. He's just playing back. He's going to go through bathrooms. This is actually a very precarious play. Morals is not looking the right way. Lunatic has his angle. But if Fen can find at least one of them, that's going to be a very disastrous turnaround. As he finds one, and I think he spotted Morals as well. He definitely knows where he is, and he does go down in the end. As Sydney finds Robin over towards the B site. The kid is coming in towards B, but Sydney's found a second. It's all falling apart now. As PACT looking to take it to overtime. They do! Sydney, 4K, 15-0. We're gone to overtime.
Jesus. Wow, I need to take a deep breath, Boggs. This is insane.
A deep breath is definitely needed. This is an unfathomable comeback from PACT. 13-2. Both halves. This is an unspeakable comeback, but also from Unique. It shows an immense lack of diversity and creativity on their T side. Is like you mentioned last round, they pretty much were doing the same thing, same pace, day in, day out. Nothing really unique about their T side. Whereas PACT, they had a bad T side, but they flipped it around on CT. They had that hope. They never gave up. And that is exactly what you love to see from a team as well.
Yeah.
That confidence to keep on going.
And now the one thing about overtime is that money is obviously reset. So 16K MR3 is the name of the game, which means utility and weapons for everyone. So the trap that Unique was falling into in the first attempt in regulation on T side is now a little bit different, but they've lost man early. That's Lunatic finding a nice shot and a man advantage for his team. That A aggression, something that we haven't seen PACT too much, except really in bathrooms. They haven't really pushed Party or Fountain at all.
Oh, they have. Now it's PACT just content to let TeamUnique push on up to site. They have 3 players over. They have water control. They have monster control. So they kind of do know it's either going to be A or connector. And as Fnatt Roka gets his flash over towards the A side, smoke's coming in. It's been clued in that it will be an A hit. And look at the flank from Solo. He's already getting aggressive, but Fnatt Roka finds more ults. That's a good evener. There are still more CTs to contend with for TeamUnique, as Pashanaj has to clear the Dice angle. Darko from behind Dice. He gets mollied to death. The spray comes in from Fen, and it's all falling apart. Lunatic down to 15 HP. Sobel has to try and 1v4 this on the flank. He is so far away, Roy, and I think Unique might have just won themselves a round to start off overtime.
A good start at that. They're alive.
He finds damage onto Pashanaj, but he has to fall back. He's getting hunted as well. Undo does so much, but he does end up falling to the ground. It's now just going to be a save from Sobol, or an attempted save at the very least, as it is MR316K, so you really don't have to worry about money, but there is no point to actually throw away your life in this situation. And actually, 2 players from Unique go down to the bomb, Roy. If this was regulation, I would say that has a huge amount of significance. It is 16K.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter at all for the T side. It more so matters for the CT side, where they could maybe run out of money if they go double op setup.
Yeah, but they did go for a double off the first round. They don't go for it the second round of OT. And that's something I've noticed about PACT too. They haven't gone for the double op setup at all on their CT side of Overpass, even when they have had the money to go for the investment. I feel like they are saving the rifles for the retakes. So definitely a good spot. What a shot from Lunatic, taking Robin down. That's a great answer back from PACT early on in the second round of OT, as it was the CT sides that reigned supreme in regulation. But overtime does have a tendency to flip things around and switch up the pace, putting the least favorable side into the advantage, into the driver's seat, especially with the money.
Bang is absolutely perfect from Lunatic. Morals able to find the kill onto Pashanaj. Now that hurts. That's a 2-man advantage. Not only that, but information and map control gained.
Ooh, another shot from Lunatic. Fnatt Roka out of the picture. It's Undo finds Sobol, but the bomb is back down, Party. And it's a 4v2 in favor of the CT side, making a 4v1 as Sydney takes down Undo, trying to cross through the monster tunnels and get back towards his teammate Fen Vicious all the way in playground. And it looks like PACT have found an answer back to TeamUnique's strike on the first round of OT, unless Fen Vicious can pull off the 1v4. He has quite a bit of utility, and he is a very solid player in his own right, so this is doable, but the time is ticking lower and lower. He has to make his move, and soon.
Does he get past Lunatic, though? That's the real question.
That's a good question, and indeed it will be answered with an op shot from Lunatic. Fen Vicious falls victim to a vicious 3K from Lunatic, the flash assist as well. So great play from Lunatic. He's definitely been one of the heavy hitters on the PACT squad, and a critical reason as to why they are back in this game.
Yeah, I also want to talk about the fact that almost 2 players on Unique are almost at the 3 bomb, and well, Fnatt Roka hasn't even broken double digits yet. So, oof. Not double digits in OT, Boggs. Now it's going to be aggression towards water from both squads. Sobol's up close and personal. He finds a kill with the AUG onto Pashanaj. That's another nice find. All 3 rounds of this overtime has been man advantage early for PACT. Can they convert this third one, though?
If PACT can convert this third round, I think they definitely have a shot to close things out on the second half of OT. But they will need definitely a more creative and a more effective T side if they are to crack the code of the Unique defense, because that has been a very staunch defender in its own right. Because right now, though, PACT CT side rather comfortable. They've only lost 3 rounds total, counting this round in OT. And Unique, they've kept doing the same things over and over, Roy. There's no diversity, there's no creativity. It's a very flat T side, and Unique are being punished for it as PACT are winning their duels.
And again, we haven't really seen anything outrageous from either squads. It's been relatively the same pace, same predictability every single round. Nothing's being forced, nothing's being risked for the T side. And when they do take the risks, it's not even that crazy a risk. The flashbang peek is to clear monster pipe is actually a false positive. Now they're just flooding out. They don't have time. They have to go fast.
The trades are coming in. If it gets traded out, the CT side can take the advantage and play with it. It's a 3v2 now. Roka has to push on in, but not Roka. A fan of Rock is a fan of getting key frags for his team. He secures the bomb down, but Darko will take him down in the end. Robin 1v2 to win the round for the T side. And Darko has an op in hand as well, as does Lunatic. And Darko finds him through the smoke. A brilliant preemptive strike is PACT by themselves at 17th. They take the man advantage going into the second half of Bo3, or the round advantage, I should say. And this is an insane turnaround from PACT, as they actually have the advantage for the first time in this entire game of Overpass.
Two to one, Boggs. Off a good start, but again, the T side for both squads has been looking rough. That's the word I'll use. Yeah, it hasn't really been flexible, right? It's been pretty rigid. It's been the same pace, same style from both squads. Nothing really fancy. They have barely done the bathroom smokes, the bathroom stores, bracket, like the standard defaults that we typically see on Overpass. We've not seen that from either teams. It's just been like 3-1-1s, just gang space making. It's been like big splits, like 3-2. Incredibly slow play coming out from both squads. And we haven't seen either team really utilize connector that much either. It hasn't really been a big part of the map in this matchup, which is kind of rare because connector's a big piece of the puzzle for Overpass. And the other thing that we haven't seen as well from either squads is like the A aggression. The most successful teams on this map are the ones who are willing to take risks and go aggressive on the A side on CT side.
That is very true, and I believe, I'm not entirely sure who said this, but there is one analyst who said that if you could win connector control, you can pretty much win the round. I feel like that is very true on Overpass, because you can go up to A, you can go up to B, you can really do anything if you have con control. And neither team have really contested for it, whether it's on their CT or T side. It's been pretty much empty the whole time. It's just been defaults towards A or B. And it's kind of disappointing to see from this level of play where people aren't really going for con control on a map that is so prevalent like Overpass.
Agree. And whoever owns connector denies the opportunity to rotate for the other squad as well, right? So it's quite a big thing. Big thing. But now we are officially live. PACT now on the T side. It'll be Unique on the CT side. First to win 2. Oh, excuse me. It is PACT to win 2. They win. But not Roka's squad Unique. They're going to have a flawless display. 3 rounds in a row if they want to win here in the first overtime, Boggs.
If there is a team to do that flawless CT side, though, it would be Unique, who's had a very staunch defense throughout the entire day. So you cannot count them out going 3-0. But PACT seem to be splitting up a little bit. They have con control. They have at least one in con. It's Morals. This is giving me a little bit of hope as they are splitting out towards both sides of the map. They have a lot of control. They have a lot of time when the bomb in their possession as well back towards T spawn. This is where PACT start to mix things up, doing a little bit different than TeamUnique. Being unique in that regard where they actually are playing more of a dynamic. I can't quite call it a fully dynamic T side here, but it is definitely a more fluid and more mobile than what we've seen from Unique, and even on PACT on their original T side as well. So definitely a good change for PACT as time is starting to whittle down, however. And now they will have to make their move relatively shortly because the bomb is still far away. And there's been no contact made by anybody. They don't know where anybody is. Utility usage has been sparing from Unique. Actually, they have a sparing amount of utility left as they've used quite a bit of it early on. And PACT will start using smokes towards A, and I think they're going to go back towards B, Roy.
Yeah, it seems to be the case with only 37 seconds left on the clock. I think that's going to have to be the decision. Robin finds one. His teammate gets entered on towards the B site, though, but Robin is holding it down with the help of Undo. And it's all down to Lunatic and Sydney now. A 2 versus 3 now, turn 2 versus 2 with a nice shot from Sydney. But Pashinash is still there, and Fanat Roca is in heaven, and it is a round for TeamUnique, 17-17.
Fanat Roca has hit double digits, Roy, and it comes with a kill that just about secures the round for his team as well. He doesn't have a lot of kills, but the ones he does have been rather impactful, I do have to say. But now this is where things get more and more high pressure, high risk, high reward, as it is tied up at 17 apiece. 2 more rounds for either team will put it to bed. 1 more round for Unique will secure a second overtime. Same for PACT. And Fanat Roca has actually taken so much damage through a Molotov towards bathrooms. He's already down to 21 HP. But con control firmly under the hands of PACT, as they have 2. Bomb is over towards A, and I think they are going to go for an A set. They have the op down towards B now. They have Fen Vicious in bathrooms. He's being backed up by Passionage. And I think Fen might have just heard a footstep out long as well. He gets flat. No, the flash from Passionage. That's a perfect play. Team play coming into play. And Fen's going to find 2. Sydney will take him down as a trade. But Passionage has revealed himself. And Sydney will find him as well. 3v3. Both oppers are low.
Pashinash, you gotta stop using your feet to aim, my friend.
Oh, he pulled a Boggs.
That should not be your trademark. But regardless, it's pretty even mirrored health for both teams. I think PACT is just slightly ahead, but it's a 3 versus 3.
And they're gonna hit in towards B, it seems. There's okay. Roca can make the fast rotation down. With the utility, I think it's gonna be a gamble stack as Undo is all alone. He needs to pull off the Alamo, but Robin's come in. He's found 1. Undo finds a second. Lunatic, can he 1v3? He's falling off. He's low HP, and there's only 16 seconds on the clock, and he falls to Undo. TeamUnique, match point again, and PACT this time have to pull it back on their T side. I feel like this is going to be a gut-wrenching loss for PACT, as TeamUnique have things dialed in on their CT side more so than PACT, as there's really no weaknesses for TeamUnique.
Uh-oh. This is danger zone. It is the end of the line. PACT match series points elimination round right here for PACT. They need to come out on top if they want to bring this into double OT. A loss here would definitely be heart-wrenching. Boggs, they've come such a long way from a 13-2 deficit. Now, the Unique do have a really good monster setup here. And that seems to be where PACT is headed, or at least intending on going. And this is... Oh, my legs. My butt is clenched, Boggs. I am nervous.
I am too. Undo's up on the wall again. He has his teammate to play around. This is, like you mentioned, a perfect monster setup. A Lunatic finds the first, but are they going to clear for Undo? No, they're not. He's able to let him pass. He finds 2. He's found a 3rd as Robin finds 1 more. Sobel 1v3 for staying alive in the series. It is not to be. Passionage shuts it down. And that is all she wrote for the PACT comeback. TeamUnique are able to put it over the line. And that is a painful loss for PACT as they come back from down 13-2.
Oh my
to lose
God.
at 19-17.
I think that might be worse. Yeah, I think that might be worse. That might be worse than making the comeback from 13-2 and losing at 16-14. Bring it into OT, having hope, having the lead in overtime as well, and then flopping. That is so unfortunate. And wow, what a performance it was. I mean, it was a really back and forth. I had no idea which way that was going to go after watching that beginning of the OT. Just impeccable play from Unique, though. I have to say, I think they stepped up, even though they were, in my opinion, the underdog in this matchup, toppling the Polish powerhouse 2-1. That's a pretty good performance overall. Just want to say thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us today. I appreciate you guys being in the channel. Appreciate your presence here. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed the content and enjoyed your time here in Winners League. Congratulations to TeamUnique for advancing to round of 8. It means only 8 teams remaining when they play next, Boggs. And if you haven't done so already, guys, please do follow our socials, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. Those are great ways to keep track of everything happening within Winners League, and as well as help us grow so that we can provide more to players more to everyone involved and more content for you guys as well. But besides that, follow Boggs on his Twitter. His @'s down below. Mine is down here as well. We would love your support. And give Mel a follow as well. She can definitely use some follows as well as Boggs. But besides that, if you missed the action, we have some replays coming up for you guys. And see you soon.